पाइथन सीखेगा इंडिया कोर्स के दूसरे दिन आपका स्वागत है। आज हम लोग ये सारी चीज़ें पढ़ेंगे जिसमें पहला है इंपोर्टिंग लाइब्रेरी। देखिए, प्रिंट एक फंक्शन था। प्रिंट फंक्शन क्या है, पाइथन में इनबिल्ट है। लेकिन बहुत सारे लोगों ने क्या किया है, बहुत सारी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज के ऊपर लाइब्रेरीज़ बनाई हैं। मतलब उन्होंने बहुत सारे फंक्शन डिफ़ाइन करके रखे हैं और भी बहुत सारे वेरिएबल्स डिफ़ाइन करके रखे हैं। तो अगर हम किसी काम को दोबारा करेंगे तो उसमें हमें मेहनत लगेगा, वर्क करना पड़ेगा। लेकिन बहुत सारे ऑलरेडी अच्छे से लिखे हुए वेल फर्निश्ड वेल ऑप्टिमाइज्ड लाइब्रेरीज अवेलेबल हैं जिसके फंक्शंस और वेरिएबल्स का आप यूज कर सकते हैं। तो उसके लिए आपको लाइब्रेरी इंपोर्ट करना होगा पहले, यूज करने से पहले। एक बहुत अच्छी लाइब्रेरी है जिसका नाम है नमपाई। नमपाई लाइब्रेरी यूज होता है न्यूमेरिकल कैलकुलेशन करने के लिए। उसमें बहुत सारे मैथमेटिकल फंक्शंस हैं। इसके अलावा बहुत सारे वेरिएबल हैं लाइक पाई। पाई का वैल्यू उसमें स्टोर्ड है। तो उसे यूज करने के लिए आपको लाइब्रेरी को इंपोर्ट करना आना चाहिए। तो सबसे पहले हम सीखेंगे लाइब्रेरी कैसे इंपोर्ट करते हैं। फिर नमपाई लाइब्रेरी में एक फंक्शन है जो बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है, उसका नाम है लिन स्पेस। हम लिन स्पेस फंक्शन इंपोर्ट करेंगे नमपाई लाइब्रेरी से, उसका यूज करेंगे। उसके बाद हम प्लॉटिंग सीखेंगे, कैसे हम ग्राफ प्लॉट कर सकते हैं लाइक साइन एक्स कॉस एक्स, साइन स्क्वायर एक्स प्लस कॉस स्क्वायर एक्स, या साइन एक्स, मेनी कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ फंक्शंस, वो सीखेंगे। चौथी चीज़ हम सीखेंगे कि हम प्लॉट में कैसे टाइटल लगा सकते हैं, एट्रीब्यूट्स। एट्रीब्यूट्स मीन्स हाउ वी कैन यूज डिफरेंट वे टू डिस्क्राइब द ग्राफ लाइक एक्स एक्सिस वाई एक्सिस, कैसे बना सकते हैं। तो लेट्स सी। फर्स्ट we try to import the library. In order to import the numpy library, you can simply write import numpy and it will import the library numpy. Another way to import a library is import numpy as np, and third one is from numpy import. Suppose you want to import the value of pi, then you can say that I want to import pi. And suppose you want to import sine function, you can write sine. Let's run the program and let's see what happens. And you can see that there is no error. That's why nothing is printed on the terminal, because we know that in order to get some print you have to use print function. Okay, there is no error, means the program is running fine. Now we have seen the three methods of importing libraries. It means that in order to use the functions like sin x or variable like pi from the numpy library, you have to use different kind of syntax for this. Okay, suppose you want to print your numpy library like this. Then in order to use the sine function, or first we try to print the value of pi, you have to write print numpy dot py pi. Okay, in this way you can print the value of pi lies inside numpy library. Let's check it. And this is the value of pi. Certainly this is an approximated value because no irrational number can be stored in a computer. Okay, so computer will store a rational approximation of this number. So in this way you can access something in a library. Okay, if you import this in the first method. Okay, we are leaving this two method, I will describe it later. Suppose you want to use some function from numpy library, so you will write print again numpy. You have to use numpy, then dot, then sign. And suppose you want to find the value of sin pi, then you have to m pi. This will print the value of sin pi because this whole expression is for pi. Let's try to print it. First we will comment this out because we don't want to see the print of that statement. Let's check. And we know that the value of sine pi is, it is actually a very small number. You can see that e to the e minus 16. It means that the number is 10 to the power minus 16. It means that it is almost 0. And we know that the value of sine pi is very negligible. Let's try to divide this by 2. Okay. And we know that sine pi by 2 is 1. So let's again check it. And you can see that the value is 1 printed here. Okay. In this way, if you import a library like this simply by import and the name of library, then you can access variables like this numpy.py, and you can access functions like numpy.sine. Okay. Okay. Now let's see the second method. And second method basically does the following things. It will replace this numpy. You have to write numpy dot, and numpy can be large. There are many larger library names. So what you can do, you can replace that big name or long name with a small name like np. And now you can do both of the thing. So I will copy paste here by replacing this numpy by np. Okay, because we have renamed the numpy as np. So we will replace this with np, and let's see, we will try to print the first statement first. And if we print the value of pi, we will get the same value. Okay, we are getting the same value. You can see that this is again the same as we have got before. Or if you want to access the function, you can see that if we print it out, we will get 1. Okay, this is same as the first. So this is but just the renaming of the numpy as np. Okay, rest of the things will be the same. Let's comment this out. Another way to import something. Suppose you want to import only pi and sine, then why you want to import the whole library? You just import the things you require like pi and sine. Okay, and you can use in the same way, but this will look better. Okay, let's again remove the comment, and now you can access this variable like the variable you define. Okay, like pi. And let's check the output, and you can see that the variable is the same as we have got before. Comment this out, and now you don't have to mention this dot. Okay, and let's comment this out, and let's check the result. Okay, it is the same as before. So there are 3 methods of importing libraries, and you can see that the way of using variables and functions are different in them. Okay, तो इस तरह हम लोग सीखे कि 3 तरह से हम लाइब्रेरी इंपोर्ट कर सकते हैं, और तीनों का यूज केसेस मतलब मीन्स आप जैसे इंपोर्ट करेंगे आपको यूज उस तरह से करना होगा उसके फंक्शंस को और उसके वेरिएबल्स को. ओके, ये वाला मेथड ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है, लेकिन तीनों के अपने अपने फ़ायदे और नुकसान हैं. ओके, तीनों के अपने अपने फ़ायदे और नुकसान हैं, और इस कोर्स में हम लोग ये सेकेंड मेथड हमेशा यूज करेंगे. ओके, फ्रॉम नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स वी विल यूज दिस सेकेंड मेथड ओनली, because there are issues with first method as well as the third method. We will discuss later. Now let's look at our second important thing, that is linspace. Okay, linspace is very important command when we try to plot a function. So I want to import the libraries like this, like np, because this will give you the idea from where the function is going to import. Okay, If you import the function in the third style like this, then you can't say whether pi is defined by you or pi is getting imported from numpy. Okay, this is the problem with this clean layout. Although the program looks very good, but it has some disadvantage. Okay, so we are not going to use this method or this method. We will simply use this method. So let's cut this and print this here. Now our goal is to understand the linspace function which lies inside the numpy library. So what we will do, what linspace does, basically np np.linspace, and it will generate points between 2 points. For example, suppose you want to generate 1 point between 0 and 1 interval, then it will print 0. Okay, let's see what is this. Okay, let's check the output. You are getting a list. This is called a list. Later we will learn about these things in much detail. So this, we have got a list, that means some set of numbers, and its value is 0, 0.0. Why 0, 0.0? Because you are asking for 1 point between 0 and 1, so it will pick the first point. Let's check what happens when we take 2. Let's print it and see the output. We are getting 0, 0, that is the first. You are taking points between 0 and 1, so 2 point will be, first will be 0, 0 and second will be 1. If you take the third point, then the third point will be in the between 0 and 1, so the output will be 0, half and 1. Let's check it. So we got the output 0, half, that is 0 0.5 and 1. If you take 4 points, then it will be 0, 1 by 4, half, sorry, 0, 1 by 3, this is 0, this is 1 by 3, this is 2 by 3 and this is 1. Okay, in this way you can generate equidistance point between 0 and 1. The first point will be 0 and the last point will be 1. तो लिन स्पेस फंक्शन का यूज करके हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, मान लीजिए हमको 100 पॉइंट जनरेट करने हैं 0 और 1 के बीच. 0 और 1 उसमें इंक्लूडेड होगा, ध्यान रखना है कि 0 और 1 इंक्लूडेड होगा. ओके, तो हम इसे 100 कर देंगे. इतने सारे पॉइंट जनरेट करने का क्या फ़ायदा होगा, अभी हम लोग देखेंगे क्या फ़ायदा होगा. 0, 1 एंड 100. ओके, हमने पॉइंट जनरेट कर लिया है. और पहला पॉइंट इसका, तो हमें एक बड़ा सा लिस्ट मिलेगा. इस लिस्ट में सिर्फ 4 एलिमेंट हैं, लेकिन हमें जो इसमें मिलेगा उसमें 100 एलिमेंट होंगे. उसका पहला एलिमेंट 0 होगा, आखिरी एलिमेंट 1 होगा, और बीच में सारे जो 98 पॉइंट्स हैं वो बीच में बराबर बराबर दूरी पर रहेंगे. Now the advantage of this is the our value of x, we got small in 100 points between 0 and 1. Now what we will do, we will define y, another variable, which will take the np dot sign, the sign of x. Okay, so what this second list does is basically it takes the value of x, okay, that is all 100 points, and it will apply sign function on each value of x. In this way, corresponding to the list of x, you will get a list of y which has the value sign, which has the function sin x applied on each value of x. Okay, for example, suppose you have 3 points, first small, then we know that we have 0, half and 1. Let's print y. Okay, let's try to print y. You can see that the first point is sin 0, which is 0. Second point is sine of half, which is something like this, and the third point is sine of 1. Okay, if you take 100 points, then it will print this function will print the sign of each value of x. Okay, let's check the list. Okay, this is a very big number, so there is no point in reading or remembering about it, but we can plot this. Okay, for plotting we need another library. Import matplotlib.py plot as plt. Okay, now we will move to our third thing, that is plotting function. Okay, we already have set up everything, we just have to import this matplotlib.pyplot library and we will use the nickname plt. And plot is very simple, we just have to write plot function inside this library matplotlib.pyplot, and we have to put the value of x and then y. Okay, this will plot the x and y, and in order to show the plot we have to plot dot show. Okay, let's check it. So now you can see the plot of sine x versus x. The graph doesn't look familiar because the problem is this is the graph of sine x from 0 to 1, and we are used to see such graph between 0 and say pi by 2, at least pi or something like that. So in order to get the familiar graph, what we will do, we will first close this. We will close this graph. Okay, and let's make our domain np.py, and now the graph will look familiar. Okay, so let's do it again. And now you can see this graph, and I think this graph is much familiar for you. Okay, and you can do it further, you can write between 2 pi to star n pi. Okay, let's format it. This is the graph of function sine x between 0 and 2 pi, and the graph will look very familiar to you. Okay, because it will print the whole period. Let's check the graph. Now you can see that the sine x graph, which is a complete period of this graph, okay, between 0 and 2 pi. Okay, so in this way you can plot the function. Okay, this is our third thing, plotting function. And last thing, in order to annotate such graph, you can add something like title. In order to add title, you can write plt.title title and write something, the graph of sine function. It will become the title. You can also write the about something about x-axis, so it will be x label, and you can write it x axis. You can also write something about y-axis using the function y label, and you can write y axis, axis. Let's check it. And now you can see that the graph has a title, graph of sine function. Graph has a x-axis written as x-axis. Graph has a y-axis written as y-axis. Okay, तो इस तरह हम लोग ग्राफ बना सकते हैं किसी भी फंक्शन का, किसी भी मैथमेटिकल फंक्शन का। आप अगर फंक्शन चेंज करना चाहते हो तो यहाँ कर दो। इसे हम मान लीजिए साइन स्क्वायर एक्स कर दें, और इसमें हम बाद थोड़ा सा कॉस ऐड कर देते हैं, कॉस कॉस एक्स ऐड कर देते हैं। यही नहीं, हम इसे इसमें एक्स फंक्शन एक ऐड कर देते हैं। इस कॉम्प्लिकेटेड फंक्शन का ग्राफ देखना चाहते हैं 0 से 2 पाई के बीच। सो फर्स्ट क्लोज दिस ग्राफ ऑफ, यहाँ लिख देते हैं कॉम्प्लिकेटेड फंक्शन, कॉम्प्लिकेटेड फंक्शन, और इसे प्रिंट कर देते हैं। लेट्स चेक द ग्राफ। Okay, this is the graph of this very complicated function sin square plus cos x plus x between 0 and 2 pi. Okay, so in this way you can create graph of mathematical functions. Okay, in this way we have learned something very important today, that is importing some libraries. We have imported numpy function, numpy library, and we learn about linspace function. We also learn about how we can plot simple functions. Third thing, last thing, we learn about how we can add attributes, means different kind of properties like title, x-axis, y-axis in graph. Okay, thank you for watching. अब हम लोग नेक्स्ट डे मिलेंगे with some interesting topic. Okay, thank you for watching.